We have already learned about cube, cuboid and cylinder. How to calculate the surface area of cube, cuboid and cylinder. They are all solid figures. In today's video, we will learn more about the solid figure cone. So what do you mean by a cone? The cone is a solid generated by the rotation of right angle triangle. Right angle triangle about one of its sides containing the right angle, that is called as right circular cone. So this is the figure for the cone, and from daily life we can see so many examples of cone like ice cream, cone ice cream, cap, a conical vessel. All these are examples for cone. And the solid which is generated by the rotation of a right angle triangle is called as right circular cone. Why I am saying it as right circular cone? Because the angle here it is 90 degree. You can, in your higher classes, you will be studying about cone where the angle is not 90 degree. So such cone will not say as right circular cone. So here we will be saying, if you say simply cone also in this chapter, it means right circular cone. Now let's see the parts of this cone. So the point here, the point A I can call it as vertex of the cone, and we can see one circular base for the cone. So cone has got one circular base, and the radius of that circular base is actually the radius of the cone, and it is denoted by small letter r. Now height of the cone means the line which is joining the vertex and center of the base, that is height of the cone. The line segment joining the vertex of the cone to the center of the circular base, that is called as height of the cone. And also this has got one more part, that is slant height. So this point or this line AC we can call as slant height, and it is usually denoted by small letter L. So these are the three main things in the coin. One is radius, and the second one is height, and third one is slant height. Now we can see the triangle AOC. This forms a right angle triangle. So we can use the Pythagoras relation here. We can find out the relation between radius, height and slant height of the cone. You can see by Pythagoras theorem, I can write AC square is equal to AO square plus OC square, or L square is equal to H square plus R square, or L is equal to square root of H square plus R square. So this is the relationship between radius, height and slant height of the cone. Now let's find out surface area of a cube. For that, you take a cone made up of paper, or a paper cone you take. Now cut straight along its side. Then you can see a shape like this. It looks like a part of round cake. Okay, and if you bring this sides marked A and B at the tips together, you can see the curved portion that will form the circular base of the cone. So when I cut the cone, I got a shape like this. Now I am going to cut this part into small triangles, hundreds of small triangles, where base will be B1, B2, B3, here B4, and height of this triangle is actually the slant height. You can see slant height like that. Hundreds of small triangles I am going to cut from this piece. Now the area of, we know area of each of this small triangle, area of each of the small triangle is half into base into height. We know area of the triangle is half into base into height. Area of the first triangle will be half B1 into L. Area of the second triangle will be half B2 into L. So in the same way, if I want to find the area of this entire entire piece of paper. This entire piece of paper will actually form the curved surface area of the cone. This area, this piece of paper, when you open this cone, you have got like this, and this forms the curved surface area of a cone. So the curved surface area of a cone is actually equal to sum of areas of all these small triangles. Sum of areas of all these small triangles will give you curved surface area of the cone. And when you have studied cube and cuboid, you have studied there also two areas are there. One is lateral surface area and the second one is total surface area. Cylinder also you have two areas, that is one is curved surface area and the second one is total surface area. In the same way here, first we are going to find out curved surface area of the cone. So this part area actually we are going to find. When you have cut the cone, you have got a shape like this, which looks like a part of a round cake. And the next thing what we have done is we have cut this into small triangles, and where each area of this triangle is half b1. Here height is equal to slant height, so half b1 into L, again half b2 into L. So that will give you curved surface area of the cone. So I have my first one as half b1 into L. Second area of the triangle, second triangle is b2 into L. Third triangle is b3 into L. So it will be it goes on like this. Now we can say that curved surface area of the cylinder is half into L is common, then b1 plus b2 plus b3 etc. Again half slant height L into this b1 plus b2 plus b3 etc. actually makes the curved portion of this figure. Isn't it? b1 plus b2 etc. it makes the curved portion of this figure, and the curved portion of the figure makes up the perimeter of base of the cone. So perimeter of base of the cone is in the shape of circle. So perimeter of base of the cone means it is actually the circumference of the base of the cone. Perimeter means it is circumference of base of the cone, and base of the cone is in the shape of circle. And we know that circumference of the circle is nothing but 2 pi r. Circumference of the circle is nothing but 2 pi r. So we have CSA is equal to this 2 and 2 cancel. So my curved surface area of the cylinder is pi r L, where r is the radius of the cylinder and L is the slant height. So here, in order to find out the curved surface area of the cylinder, first we are finding curved surface area of the cylinder. That means this part area we are going to find. For that we have cut a cone along its side. Then we got a shape like this. Again we have cut this part into small triangles. Triangles, and we have found out, so area of this part is nothing but area of all these small triangles, and area of triangle is half base into height. Here height is slant height, so I have written half b1 L plus b2 L plus etc. L is common, half L into b1 plus b2 plus b3 etc. This will make the curved portion of the figure, and curved portion of the figure actually makes up the perimeter of base of the cone. Perimeter means circumference of base of the cone, and the base of the cone is in the form of a circle, so circumference of circle is 2 pi r. So finally we got curved surface area of the cone as pi r L. Now let's see how to find total surface area of a cone. Just now we got that curved surface area of a cone is pi r L. Now total surface area of the cone means if this base of the cone is to be closed, we need a circular piece of paper of radius r, and area of the paper will be pi r square. So total surface area of a cone is actually curved surface area of the cone plus area of the base, and we know this base is in a circular shape, so area of the circle we should do CSA of cone plus area of circle, and we know area of the circle is pi r square, and CSA of the cone is pi RL plus pi R square. Like in TSA of the cylinder we have taken in the same way, 2 pi R we have taken outside. Same way here pi R I can take outside. So I have R plus L. So TSA of the cone is pi R into R plus L, where R is the radius of the cone and L is the slant height of the cone. And radius of the cone is same as radius of the base, that is circular base. So next question, diameter of base of the cone is 10.5 centimeter. So diameter means from here to here it is 10.5 centimeter. So radius will be half of diameter. We can write 10.5 divided by 2. And slant height is 10 centimeter. So L is 10 centimeter. Slant height is 10 centimeter. We need to find curved surface area of the cone. So curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. Pi I can write as 22 by 7. R is 10.5 divided by 2 and L is 10 centimeter. We can cancel easily and we can write, if you multiply this, again this you can cancel, it is 1.5. Now if you multiply this, we'll get as 165 centimeter square is the curved surface area of the cone. So next question, curved surface area of the cone is 308 centimeter square. So curved surface area of the cone they have given. Instead of finding, they have already given it is 308 centimeter square. Slant height is 14 centimeter. That means L is 14 centimeter. And you need to find radius of the cone, radius of the base of the cone and the total surface area of the cone. So two questions we need to find out. And we know since they have given curved surface area of the cone, I can write the formula. CSA is nothing but pi RL. It is equal to 308 centimeter square. Pi is 22 by 7. R I don't know. We need to find out the value of R. L is 14 centimeter equal to 308 centimeter square. Now if you want to find out R, we can take this 22 into 2 is 44. So when you divide this, we have 7 centimeter. So radius of the cone is 7 centimeter. Now total surface area of the cone is equal to LSA plus pi R square. So LSA already they have given as 300 and L. Or you can even use this formula pi R into R plus L. So now since already they have given pi RL, I have substituted 308. Now pi R square is pi into 7 square, that is 22 by 7. I can substitute for the pi. 22 by 7 into 7 square, 1 will get cancelled. So which is equal to 308 plus 154. So it is 154. So 308 plus 154 is 462 centimeter square. So in this video we have seen how to find LSA and TSA of cone, and we have done some examples also. Thank you for watching my video.